being here at such a phenomenal conference. And this is not just a conference, ladies and gentlemen, right? We're bridge building. See, we're no longer just the recipients of care. We're the architects of change.
But coming off the stage, both of us, right? We're already, right? So yeah, this is gonna be nice.
Nice.
This is gonna be nice.
Whenever you want to go, Sean.
Whew. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Sean A. Barksdale, the 10 Minutes of Truth podcast. We're here at the Region 5 Recovery Advisory Council Conference, and we have none other than Dr. Tony Dice, man. How are you? I gotta shake your hand, man.
Hell yeah.
I gotta shake your hand.
Yeah.
You just came off stage.
Yes.
Great presentation. Great presentation. Love what you did with the crowd. I wanna start at a very raw moment, right?
Do it.
So, because when I came out, I saw the picture. And I want to know someone who had lived the life that you had lived, being a Navy SEAL, correct? Mm-hmm. And I saw a picture of you at 130 pounds, mental health frenzy, spiral. How did that take place? How did you end up at that picture? Do you remember that moment?
I remember that moment.
Tell me about that moment.
I was at Mount Trashmore with little Roden, 2 years old.
And Roden is?
Roden is my son.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 years old.
He's 17 today.
Actually today.
Well, no, on Christmas Day.
Okay, got you. Okay.
Christmas Day. But in that moment, you look at this guy and he's 130 pounds, he's just, I'm 6'2", it's a pretty slim for that frame.
Yep.
You're looking at a man that addiction has taken everything from, and what's not seeing the picture, you see me and Ronan there, but his mom had brought him to let him see me there. She had taken Ronan away from me.
Wow.
I was out of the house. I had lost my job. I had everything that I had held dear was being stripped away from me from addiction. And so what you see there is this shell of a man. And it's funny, you see people who have these who are hard chargers in life, high performers, who push through or are able to push through a lot. And man, it's a number what addiction does, because it uses that against you. The harder you are, the more you don't want to quit, the deeper you can go into the abyss, thinking, I'm gonna be okay, I can turn this around, it's not that bad, I don't have a problem. That self-talk keeps you sick. The same little voice that keeps you from quitting keeps you sick.
It does. I know for myself, which I was talking about earlier, those stages of recovery. That pre-contemplation stage, you're just stuck, and you don't know you're stuck.
Yeah.
You don't even know that you're stuck, man. So, with that, I heard you say out there that you went hard on recovery, right? So, how did you make your mind up to go hard on recovery?
I think my sponsor coined the phrase super sober. You're trying to be super sober. I always had a habit of what do you expect of me, and what's one notch above, and then what's the record. And so when you're telling me to go to meetings like crazy, I started meeting hopping, like 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 meetings a day. My sponsor was looking at me and he's like, you have 5 home groups, and he says, it's almost like you just trade one addiction for the other. You're obsessive and compulsive about recovery. And he talked to me about this, and he's like, I'm gonna let it slide.
Yeah.
And he says, go, and he let me go. And it was, it was heavily unbalanced towards recovery, but man, I think I needed that flooding into my life to not allow myself to fall out of the boat. And that was what it took, a total immersion recovery, And then over the years, you let up on the meetings and you try to find balance again. And that was my process, And I see a lot of people that when they jump in, they go, That's just the way they are.
Yep.
If you try, I'm going to try recovery. No.
Yeah. You got to do recovery.
You got to do recovery.
Absolutely. Doctor is at the front of your name.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I know, Dr. Dice.
Dr. Dice. Did you see that? I mean, like, when did you know that was possible?
Man, it's crazy, man. I talked about, sitting in that front row in my master's program and,
Okay.
and ended up asking my instructor out a year later. She's a doctor, and she's the one who said, you could keep going. And she gave me, support and confidence. There's no way. I still saw myself as a knuckle dragger in
Right.
the teams.
Yep.
That I was amazed I got my master's. Now, let me give 2 little words of advice. I don't want to dissuade anyone from the doctor program, but here, listen, check this out. Most PhD programs, the hard part is getting in. Apply, put your paperwork in, write your story, get accepted. Once you're accepted, most PhD programs out there, if you agree to teach during your time at school, they will not charge you. In fact, they may even give you a per diem.
Wow.
So the hard part, so anyone out there, listen, you can go there, you can do it, but be ready, because much like Bud's was, how,
Yep.
just don't quit.
Yep.
The PhD program, I mean, this is your 4-year, this is your master's, the PhD's up here in terms of the amount of work you're gonna put in, the process and the effort, because it is no joke. But it's just one of those do not quit kind of programs, They're gonna try to wear you down and you gotta push through.
Right. Thank you for that. And thank you for telling the audience that, because a lot of people, they become discouraged a lot of times, not, the unknown. With that, before we go, the SEALs, I'm sure help organize you. Right?
Organized. Yeah, the SEALs did a lot for me.
Right.
Yeah.
So how did that help, that type of training help with your recovery, if it did?
Gosh, like I said, it helped keep me sick for quite some time. Thinking I can do anything.
Got it. Right.
I just need to try harder.
Yep.
And a lot of the SEALs do, like a lot of the SEALs training, you'd get in trouble. And when you were getting punished, they weren't punishing for what you did, it's for getting caught. And that mindset, that's not a real recovery mindset. So there was a lot of unprogramming I had to go through in recovery to really kind of grasp, like the ends, when they say the end justifies the means, which was SEAL teams. That's not recovery. Recovery is the means will justify the end. And I had to kind of program. So the parts of the SEAL teams that helped me is that once I got the flame of recovery, let me lead the charge. Let's go. I got a mission. I have a mission. Let's go.
Yep.
I had to overcome the initial programming of I can do anything on my own.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you kind of really had to strip away.
Yeah.
Right?
There was us letting go of ego, because the team guy has a lot of ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have to.
Yeah.
Right? I heard the chant out there,
Yeah.
and how it went from that low to that, and you just built everybody. You built everybody out there, So I really appreciated that. Before we go, I want you to look right at that camera, because there's going to be, we work with Colin Garrett, who is a race car driver, NASCAR driver,
Okay.
right? And he has the Veteran Project, where he races for our heroes, right? And I've learned a lot about the veteran community, right? And what is the biggest thing that you want one of our comrades, my father's a veteran, right? Also, Sud, uncles, aunts, right? From that background. What is one thing that you want our comrades to know from the veteran community that may be stuck?
Stuck, you getting help. Listen. One of the things that I held dear when I was in the teams was the ability to be there for my brother on my left and my right. That instinct I have to be there for them. In order to do that, I needed to have myself squared away. So if you're hurting, listen, not just for yourself, but for those around. You need to be strong. Get yourself taken care of, man. In addiction, we stop caring about ourselves, but for some reason, us veterans, we still care about our brothers in arms. So one of the ways to get in the door is say, hey, I need to get myself strong so I can be there for my buddies. Seek help. If not for you, for those around you, man. That's what did it for me. I hope we can do it for you.
Thank you, Dr. Dice. Appreciate you, man. This is Sean A. Barksdale, and this has been 10 Minutes of Truth. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Dice. The book After the Trident is something I put together. I wanted a way to make a story that captured this recovery arc that I went through. In this journey, I talk raw, I talk real about the good, the bad, and the ugly, what really happened to me. This is not a Navy SEAL shoot 'em up, bang, bang, explosive hero story. This is the darker side. This is what happened to me. This is what's happening to a lot of veterans out there in the world. If you or someone you know is hurting, this might give them the insight they need to find the help that they deserve. Pick up After the Trident, and maybe you too can get the help you need. The book After the Trident is available for pre-order now. You can look at www.drdicebook.com. You can go to any social media out there, type in Dr. Dice, and bam, it's gonna pop up. You can follow what's going on behind the scenes, the cover art, how we put it together. And as an added bonus, I've uploaded a bunch of videos onto YouTube about the stories that went on that go into the book. Hey, there's a lot of stuff I'm throwing up on social media right now. If you want to be part of that community, hey, look up Dr. Dice under any social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that. Look up Dr. Dice, log in, follow, and follow along. If you're interested in the book, drdicebook.com, sign up, be part of the email list. I'm looking forward to seeing you out there.